State of Mental Health Conference of New Orleans Youth, hosted by the Institute of Women and Ethnic Studies, as well as Dillard University's Deep South Center for Environmental Justice. This event is funded in part by the W.K. Kellogg Foundation, the United States Department of Health and Human Services, Office of Adolescent Health, as well as the New Orleans Musicians Assistance Foundation GIG Fund. We are proud to host this event today here at Dillard University, which is designated as a historically Black college and university. HBCUs have a rich history and commitment to the advancement of minorities and playing an important role in the community. It is for those reasons that it is an honor for us to host this event here today. It is our hope that you will leave this conference today more informed and empowered to work with our community and our youth to better meet their needs.
My name is Thena Robinson-Mock, and I'm the Executive Director of Kids Rethink New Orleans Schools. It is my great pleasure today to present to you some representatives from our citywide network of young people who have worked tirelessly since 2006 to improve public schools and to make sure that young people have a voice in public education reform. So I'm very proud to present to you the Rethinkers.
Hello, my name is Victoria Carter. I am a senior at New Orleans Science Charter and Mathematics High School. I've been in Rethink since 2006, and last summer we decided to focus on wellness. Wellness is what makes our bodies healthier, what we think makes our life healthier. Wellness is making sure that every day you are feeling good mentally, physically, and socially. This is important because we know that our health plays a big role in why we want to and have the ability to learn. Since 2006, Rethinkers have made sure that young people have a voice in public reform because we know that we, the youth, are the solution and not the problem.
Hello. My name is George Carter, and I am a rethinker. I've been in Rethink for six to 5 years. I'm here to tell you about standardized testing and how it is affecting my school by causing my classmates to drop out or even go to jail. You probably heard of the student dropout rate caused by the schools-to-prison pipeline, but I'm here to give you the real story, the test-to-prison pipeline. What is the test-to-prison pipeline? The current amount of high-stake testing forced teachers to teach to the test. The problem was that everybody had to learn on one level. So let's say I'm lagging behind in math. So that means I have to move harder to move up. If I have to work harder, I'm gonna get stressed. If I get stressed, I won't be able to do my work. I'll probably flunk class or drop out of school. If I drop out of school, I'm gonna be on the streets. If I'm on the streets, I'm gonna be homeless, dead, or in prison. In the United States, 857 students drop out of school every school hour. In the United States, 857 students drop out of school every hour of every school day. In the state of Florida, research has proved that lower performing students can spend it for a longer period of time than higher performing students. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Kyron Neveaux, and I'm an 8th grader at Lindsay's Academy. Teachers should tell students that the LEAP test is an important test, but not threaten them with the idea that they'll get held back. Right now, it's like teachers are holding it over a student's head as a punishment. If you do that, you're setting students up for failure. The students will be nervous and worry about they won't pass. One rethinker once said, when teachers post test scores on the wall, it makes me feel that they want me to get bullied, and I feel really like they don't care how students feel. Based on this, I think schools should not post test scores in school hallways.
In 2011, Rethinkers came up with recommendations saying, start school stress teams and include teachers, counselors, and students. This stress, to our knowledge, there are only 2 schools in New Orleans that have support teams. But the Rethinkers want all schools in New Orleans to have support teams. This group will help teachers and see what students need before starting their learning. They will offer coffee for the teachers and a healthy snack for the students. They will also greet the students and teachers at the door before they start their day. Some of the benefits of having a student-teacher support team are it could help students stay off the streets and decrease the dropout rate. The support team will also offer peer tutoring to help students pass their class. I learn better from other students. This will also include college students. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kylar Hughes and I'm a rethinker and an 8th grader at Arthur Ashe Charter School. Comprehensive sex education teaches students about all the ways of preventing infections, pregnancy, and informs them about the changes that their bodies are going through during puberty. It also helps them become more comfortable with talking about sex and being a teenager. Sex education can help young people maintain and build healthy relationships. Middle school should have sex education to teach students about how to make good decisions about sex. At Arthur Ashe, we receive a comprehensive sexual education class once a year. However, according to Louisiana law, elementary and secondary schools are now required to have sex education, and this should be changed. Statistics show African American teens in New Orleans are getting pregnant and facing health risks because they didn't have an education. Facts state that Louisiana is 13.6% more than the national teen birth rate. Louisiana is ranked 4th highest in AIDS, and New Orleans is ranked 3rd highest in AIDS cases. Teenagers should be informed about their options and be able to stay safe. Comprehensive sex education is better because it includes both abstinence and age-appropriate information medically accurate. We should have sex education to keep our young generation safe. Thank you.
We would now like to present our recommendations for mental wellness. Recommendation number 1, stop posting standardized test countdowns and scores around the school. Instead of providing encouragement and motivation, this creates stress and shame.
Recommendation number 2, survey students to find out how we learn best. Standardized testing doesn't fully measure our strengths and abilities.
Recommendation number 3, survey students to find out what's making us stressed and what kind of support we need in schools.
Recommendation number 4, create a student-teacher support team. Students and teachers should work together to help make the school environment healthier.
Recommendation 5, provide sex education that includes the prevention and transmission of sexually transmitted infections and pregnancy prevention for middle school students.
We would now like to talk about healthy ways to resolve student conflicts. We need creative ways to deal with things instead of keeping them inside and letting them come out in the form of anger. In some New Orleans schools, there are not many positive teachers-to-student relationships or student-to-student relationships. Students might have things going on around them that are affecting them. They might not want to show it, so they act out in their worst behavior. Some students might act out because they didn't get enough sleep or they didn't get any breakfast, so they're tired and hungry. And some teachers don't take the time to understand where the students are coming from and just assume they're acting out just because.
Many of these problems can be solved by using restorative justice circles, community building circles, and community agreements. Restorative justice circles are a more useful way of dealing with misbehavior than harsh school discipline. When there is conflict, instead of suspending or expelling the student, all the people involved come together and try to repair the broken relationships by asking 3 questions. What happened? How did it affect you? And what can you do together to repair the harm? Restorative justice circles provide a space for students to talk out their problems without the use of violence. They help in building healthy relationships, which is the most important thing. Restorative justice circles let people come up with fair discipline instead of just giving a harsh consequence. They also prevent students from entering the school-to-prison pipeline because students get to stay at school every day instead of missing days, which leads to the court system, which eventually leads to prison.
At my school, Linksys Academy, we use restorative justice circles to deal with conflict. Since my school studies in restorative justice circles, the negativity between teachers and students have changed a lot.
A community building circle is a way for students and teachers and administrators to come together and develop relationships.
If school studies in restorative justice circles, community building circles, and community agreements, there will be laughing, joy, and you will see friendships.
Here's our 4 recommendations.
Every school or Rethink club should refer 5 discipline cases a month to a restorative justice circle. Partner with local agencies experienced in restorative justice and community conferencing to decrease suspensions and expulsions.
Recommendation 7, adopt restorative justice as an official part of the school discipline code in New Orleans public schools. The current discipline code does not list restorative justice as an option. This is an easy fix.
Recommendation number 8, adopt community reading circles, community agreements in classrooms, and instead of applying a punitive community discipline rule. Teachers and students can brainstorm together about what makes them feel safe and how to hold one another accountable in their classroom.
Hold a community building circle at least once a week. Give students and teachers the opportunity to build relationships with each other.
Thank you. Please visit our website, www.therethink.com, to learn about us. You can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.